Have you wondered what it takes to build a new Cadillac Formula One team from scratch and hit the track before you even race? Well, Cadillac did it. Because this past week at Imola circuit, we got the first real window into exactly that. And the story has big names, big ambitions, and a plan. And a plain black Scuderia Ferrari straight out of shadows. We are talking team building, strategy, legacy. Because in the world of Formula One, the story behind car sometimes matters just as much as the car itself. Let's dive in. Picture this. November in Italy. The Imola circuit opens the gate for a 2-day test. On the track is a 6-time Grand Prix winner, Sergio Pérez, the Mexican veteran, back behind the wheel of a Formula One car for the first time in almost a year. But this car is not a Red Bull, is not a Ferrari in its usual red. It's a plain, all-black Ferrari SF23 chassis running under the badge of Cadillac. But why? Because the new Cadillac team does not yet have its own car, so they partnered with Ferrari. Engine, gearbox, suspension, Ferrari supplies them. The test car is a 2-year-old Ferrari, loaned under the testing of previous car rules. From the outside, it looks like a Ferrari wearing a hoodie. But the real story is what the team is doing behind the tires. Because this test is not about being fastest, it's about being ready. The headline might say 190 laps by Perez, but the real number is meals eaten together, pit boxes built, engineers talking the same language, tires blanket pulled on its real heat. Cadillac brought around 20 of its personals to Imola. Ferrari sent about 30 of its theirs. Together, they practiced the mechanics of the mechanics, garage operations, pit stop, data flows. Perez himself said this was a key step to reconnecting with the machines and the people. And there was the stats. Perez logged 190 laps during the test, 93 kilometers of running. That's huge when you are building a team, not just a car. Why is a veteran driver running a Ferrari for Cadillac? Because he's not just testing laps, he's testing foundations. For Sergio Pérez, it's more than a test, it's a reset. After a difficult end to this chapter with Red Bull Racing, this is his chance to pick up a pen and help write a new story. He said, "I missed it more than I thought." For Cadillac, this is about hitting the ground running. They were only officially confirmed to join Formula One in 2026 as the 11th team this year. Their timeline is brutal. Fire up their 2026 car before Christmas, first track run in January. The Ferrari loan car at Imola gives them a massive head start. Not a competitive edge yet, but a readiness edge. In Formula One, being ready may matter even more than being fast, especially when you are new. Let's talk components. Cadillac will run Ferrari power units and gearbox from 2026 thanks to a multi-year supply deal. What that means is they don't have to reinvent the engine right away. They can focus on the car chassis, aerodynamics, team culture, and the long-term foundation. They aim to build their own Formula One engine by 2029. The borrowed Ferrari SF23 might not reflect the 2026 rule changes, but the systems around it do. Data protocols, pit stop rhythm, tire, team driver communications. This test is not about beating the clock, it's about turning the clock into an ally. When you get a driver a black Ferrari, you know you are doing something unusual. But when you are building a Formula One team, unusual might be exactly what you need. What you're seeing at Imola is the early act of a thriller. Cadillac wants to be the team of the Americas, backed by General Motors, tapping into the growing US appetite for Formula One. And for Formula One itself, it's a signal of expansion, new rivalries, fresh energy. Other teams are entrenched. Cadillac arrives with no baggage. That clean slate is a rare advantage. What I will be watching, how they perform when their 2026 car finally runs in January, how Perez and his team gel under real race weekend pressure, how quickly Cadillac leveraged the Ferrari supply to build their own identity. You might not notice it at first, But sometimes the most exciting team in Formula 1 is the one you are seeing for the first time. So when you see that all black Ferrari rolling through Imola, remember, it's not a disguise, it's a statement. For Sergio Pérez, for Cadillac, for Formula One's next chapter, they are not just turning laps, they are turning pages. Stick around for more stories on Formula One because Formula One Grid always has another story awaiting to start. I will see you out there. Thanks for watching.